Hi there and welcome to BNetTV.com. I'm Ria Nielsen and we are live here at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. And today I am being joined by Lars Johnsson, who is Vice President of Business Development from the company Beceem. Did I say that correctly?
Yes, you did. Wonderful. Thank you, Rena.
You're very welcome. So can you tell us a little bit about the company?
Yes, my pleasure. So Beceem is a fabulous semiconductor company out of Silicon Valley, almost 4 years old, and we are the pioneer in mobile WiMAX chipsets.
Okay.
So we have been repeatedly the first to produce chipsets for the technology pre-standard, Wave 1 and now Wave 2. And what we have accomplished recently is make sure that our chipset meets all the requirements of the Sprint launch. We had a big press release in December announcing that, and that brings us to this show here because Sprint is very interested in pushing the embedded device business model where WiMAX gets integrated into consumer electronics, media players, gaming devices, navigation devices, computing devices.
Okay.
And as they keep promoting the service and building out the networks, a lot of these companies are very interested to find out how can we participate in this business, how can we build devices. And when it comes to that question, oftentimes the answer is you got to talk to the guys from Beceem. They have the chipsets that are ready for our network, and we're very happy to help out.
And this is the little chip right here?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is one implementation that I'm showing. It's a USB dongle that has a Beceem baseband chipset that does all the signal processing, including MIMO technology, gets you over 30 megabits per second throughput. And we also have a radio that's designed by Beceem. It supports all current WiMAX frequencies,
Right.
so it will work around the world. You
Super.
can travel to Taiwan, Korea, Japan, United States, Brazil, Mexico,
So
Russia.
basically worldwide.
It's worldwide,
Okay.
and roughly half the population of the world lives in countries where spectrum has been allocated for WiMAX. So it's really happening very nicely. 2008 is a great year for mobile WiMAX, and we're happy to be ready to support the ecosystem on the terminal side.
Yeah. So now you mentioned Sprint. So now when is that going to take off with Sprint?
So of course I'm not a Sprint spokesperson, but to the best of my knowledge they are still committed and tracking on plan to launch in the second quarter of this year.
Okay.
Initially in Baltimore, Washington and Chicago. So those networks are being finalized as we speak, and at the end of the year I think the plan is to have more than 50 million people under coverage for the WiMAX service.
That's fantastic.
For the zone. Yeah, it is.
Awesome. So you guys are probably very excited about all that.
We are. So our message to AT&T and Verizon is get ready for this.
There you go. Well, there you heard it, AT&T. All right. Well, Lars, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you enjoy the show. Obviously, you're here for the entire week, I'm sure, and talking to everybody. So.
Yes.
All right.
Very busy times. Thank you so much for your
interest.
You're so
welcome. Thank you.
Very nice to meet you.
All right. And so this has been Ria Nielsen for BNetTV.com from the Consumer Electronics Show here in Las Vegas. And we'll be back with more later. Perfect. Hi.
Share our new innovative products with you folks.